Is a trailblazer. At age 29, she was the youngest editor-in-chief at Teen Vogue's history, and now she's a judge on Project Runway and a New York Times best-selling author.
And her memoir, More Than Enough, is out now, and she joins us today, and everybody's freaking out this
Everybody's freaking out.
Can I just start every day with you like this?
Come on in.
Yeah, well, you know, we have all the energy. Come on.
Let's start with the title of the book. Not only do I love More Than Enough, but I like the bottom here, no matter what they say. Was that all part of your journey?
Well, yeah, I mean, claiming space for who you are, no matter what they say, is a radical act when you find yourself in spaces that were not built for you. And I am finding on the tour, the book tour, that really resonates with a lot of people, young people. It doesn't matter what age you are, where you come from, how big your dreams are. We've all, in some way, shape, or form, been made to feel that you're not enough. Not pretty enough, not smart enough, not, old enough, not young enough. In my case, I grew up in a mixed race household, not white enough, not black enough. The list goes on and on and on. And so I'm finding no matter who you are, people are really resonating with this. And it's been so great on tour to have people stand up and say, I, fill in the blank, your name, am claiming space for, fill in the blank, no matter what, who fill in the blank may say. And it's been something that's kind of become a little bit of a mantra and a movement, and that's really what I want this book to be. It's a counter narrative to all those messages that are telling you you're not enough.
You can
the reality
see
is
that
we
in the
are.
video of the little girls coming in.
How cute were those girls? Oh my gosh.
Losing their minds. Like, people are losing their minds over it. Ava DuVernay wrote the foreword to the book. One of the things that she talks about all the time is standing up in your truth.
Yes.
Talk to us about why this was a book you felt like you needed to write right now.
Well, for all the reasons I just said, I feel like this is a moment where young people, marginalized people, are finally pushing back and rising up, and we're pushing back against those messages that have kind of kept us small for too long. And so also it's because we live in the age of social media where we are scrolling each other's success stories on the internet, and we're only ever getting the headlines and the highlight reels. And I just feel like, if I'm going to be held up as a trailblazer, which is what you just called me, I better be doing everything in my power to make sure that trail is smoother and it has signposts along the way to make it less confusing for the next generation that's coming up behind me. And I wanted to tell more of the truth than you could ever fit in a pithy caption on Instagram.
So many great parts in the book. You've had a lot of great people behind you. Tell us about your imaginary aunt.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about trailblazing.
Imaginary Auntie Oprah. Auntie Oprah, who I remember watching her every day at 4 p.m.
4 o'clock, destination
4 p.m. on the dot. I miss those days.
Me too.
They might be coming back.
I mean, fingers crossed with Apple.
Right.
But just the way that she went in depth with women, and I believe there are so many universal truths that are locked up in the stories women never tell. And she unlocked those truths. And I feel like now we're in a culture, again, we're always online, and we are craving the truth. And that is really why I wrote this book. But yeah, Auntie Oprah, I remember sitting in the bathtub when I was a kid, when everyone else was probably getting stories read to them in the bathtub. I was like, Mom, I'm good. And I would just sit in the bathtub and I would do imaginary interviews. I would pretend like I was Oprah.
No
I would
way.
interview like Michael Jackson or, Gandhi and like all these crazy in-depth interviews, and like I'd be like performing both sides. It was so extra and so dramatic. But looking back, it's like, of course.
When
of
you
course
say
I
little
was
girl,
meant to be an interviewer and a journalist.
you mean this little girl?
Wait till you see this
my
picture.
God.
It is
You
the
mean this
classic
little girl?
fashion
Don't tell me you guys
flashback.
have a picture.
Look at you!
Oh my God!
Because I
I
think
think my mom's somewhere like screaming right now and crying.
Was that just, you talk about the growing up in a household of mixed race,
Yes.
right? And the stories you must have told yourself, the things you must have encountered when you realize who you are, when someone points out for the first time who you are. What would you tell that little girl now?
Oh gosh, y'all trying to make me cry early in the morning, aren't you? One of the messages that I would hope that anyone who reads my book will walk away with, and that I would tell that little girl, is that when the world tells you to shrink, expand.
Oh, I like that.
It's simple. It's just like that mantra that you need, and the world will ask you to shrink, inevitably.
Expand.
The first article you wrote for Vogue, for Teen Vogue, was about your hair. Why
Yes.
was that so important?
Well, listen, when I got that job, I learned in headlines, like everyone else, that I thought it was just a girl getting a good job. Then I found out in headlines I was a black girl making history.
Right.
As the first black beauty director in Condé Nast's 107-year history.
At 29 years old, let that sit.
Well, yeah, I mean, that one was when I was 25, and then I became editor-in-chief later, but
Oh,
that...
hello, wait a minute. Let That's incredible.
That was the first time. I say that only because that was the first time that I was like, oh, being a first comes with responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
If I continue to blend in and try to just follow the rules, I'm doing a disservice to all of the people who've never had anyone representing for them at that table before.
Yeah.
And so that is why I felt like I have to lean into telling the stories that only I can tell. And a story I know well, we all know well, if you have curly hair, is the natural hair journey. So I that was my first story that I came in with. And I will tell you, as I've grown into myself, my hair has reflected that journey. It's just gotten bigger.
Bigger,
Love it.
bigger.
Love it, and bigger and bigger.
We love it more and
Yes.
more and more and more. Elaine, it is so good to see
So
you.
great.
Please come back. Please come back.
Thank you so
More
much
Than
for
Enough is
having me.
available right now. Go get it for you and your friend.
You might want to stick